He was a very good boxer, but this is a giant Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. I mean, Anthony Joshua is
Here's the thing that
terrifying.
nightmares are made of.
And he's got that one-punch nuclear power.
There and again, just operating on self-belief, but it isn't going to win Jake this fight. Him being ballsy is not going to win him this fight.
This is absolutely insane, Joe Rogan exclaims, eyes wide with disbelief, as he breaks down the staggering size difference between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua during their face-off. Joshua isn't just any fighter. He's a massive heavyweight, an Olympic gold medalist, and a proven force in the ring. Meanwhile, Jake is stepping into uncharted territory, facing a man leagues beyond anyone he's ever fought. Remember, Jake's toughest challenge was Anderson Silva, a 47-year-old legend past his prime. This fight isn't just tough, it's a colossal leap into the deep end, and Rogan can't hide his shock.
You fought before was 40 years old Anderson Silva. Those are the toughest guys so far you fought. You lost to Tommy Fury, who's a very good boxer, but this is a giant Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. I mean, Anthony Joshua is
Here's the thing that
terrifying.
nightmares are made of.
And he's got that one-punch nuclear power. One punch. And
The host from the Wade Concept doesn't hold back, speaking with razor-sharp clarity as he dissects Jake Paul's mindset heading into this colossal showdown. He admits that confidence is crucial, but warns there's a fine line where confidence slips into dangerous denial, and Jake is dangerously close to crossing it. In the ring with Anthony Joshua, self-belief alone won't cut it. Joshua isn't a mental puzzle or a hype-driven spectacle. He's pure skill, raw power, and physical dominance. Wade emphasizes that Jake must anchor his preparation in reality, not past tricks that worked against older, slower opponents. Joshua reads body language instantly, hits with devastating force, and punishes illusions mercilessly. This fight is a brutal wake-up call, a harsh plunge from promotional hype into heavyweight reality. If Jake embraces truth in training, he might last longer, but lean on delusion, and he's stepping into the ring unarmed, facing danger at its rawest. The truth must come first, before Joshua ever lands a punch.
And in any other timeline, we'd all point and laugh, and some people still are pointing and laughing, but I'm just sitting here going, what has he seen that makes him believe that? Not only of what's happened to AJ, sure, he's been knocked out by Daniel Dubois, another 240-pound champion of the world, but what has he seen in himself that makes him think he's going to knock out AJ when he hasn't knocked out anyone since Mike Perry? And Mike Perry, as we know, is not a high-level boxer. He hasn't knocked out a high-level boxer. He could hurt Julio Cesar Chavez, but Chavez knew to cover up and not engage. Maybe he thinks AJ will engage with him, and AJ does do some bad things in the pocket. Again, we'll save it for another video, but the only thing I can think of, and I said it at the beginning of this video, is Jake is absolutely delusional, and he's convinced himself of what's going to happen based on very outlying data, right? The Daniel Dubois knockout, how he struggled with Usyk.
Hey, who are you fighting when and why? I'm fighting Joshua. What? I'm fighting Anthony Joshua because I'm him.
Holy shit, just let me take a second.
Dude, it's light work. Light work. Well, at least my good old friend Tyson Fury believes that I can win.
If Jake Paul fights Anthony Joshua, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul. I want some free money.
Smart man, Tyson.
I need to see a bet slip, Tyson. I know you got it like that these days. A million's like a, like a slight 10,000 to the rest of us, or maybe 1,000 after those couple of title fights with Alexander Usyk. But I need to see the bet slip. I saw the line when, and this is kind of crazy, I saw the line when the fight first got made, and we put it in the video. Jake was plus 800 to win. Jake has now moved to plus 650 to win. That's outright. I don't know by knockout, I'm not sure. Plus 800 was already like, okay, that's a big underdog, and Joshua was like minus 1,500, but now Joshua's at minus 1,250, and Jake's at plus 650. This line is closing, and I'm wondering why. What are people seeing?
Make no mistake, this is the biggest fight of my career. I'm walking into the lion's den. I'm doing something that no one else has ever done before. I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, beat, and embarrass Anthony Joshua Friday, December 19th, live on Netflix. My voice cracked. I'm still going through puberty. The biggest fight of 2025. USA versus UK. He's got the belt, the size, the history, but I have the balls. Be careful what you wish for. Jake versus Joshua. Judgment Day. He has a 90% knockout ratio, but I have a 100% chance of drinking this.
The moment Jake Paul steps forward at the face-off, the arena itself seems to hold its breath. Anthony Joshua towers with calm authority, every inch the seasoned heavyweight, while Jake must lift his chin just to meet Joshua's eyes. No words are needed, the contrast speaks for itself. On one side, a fighter with Olympic gold, countless elite-level bouts, and a presence forged in the crucible of heavyweight boxing. On the other, a former cruiserweight influencer, who carved his path through a completely different, unconventional route. The stance alone tells the story. Joshua exudes the weight, power, and confidence of a natural heavyweight built over years of experience. Jake tries to mirror it, to project toughness, but the difference in height, reach, and sheer frame is undeniable. Joshua's physical authority dominates the space effortlessly, while Jake's presence, though bold, cannot mask the reality of the gap between them.
But I would argue the pressure is now all on Anthony Joshua. Like, Jake, to me, you can tell me if you think I'm wrong. If Jake gets this the second half of the fight, Jake can celebrate. Like, Jake's won. Like, if he gets the 5th round against Anthony Joshua, to me, he has won this event.
Yeah, but I mean...
Skeptical that will happen.
I mean, aren't you? I mean...
I am. I'm deeply skeptical, but I'm just saying now...
The difference in this kind of fight is once you get up close and anywhere near any kind of touch or anything, and the worst thing for Jake is it's not just that AJ explodes within a clinch. AJ can fight long. He can fight short. I mean, the right hand he won't see. I mean, we talk about the right hand that knocks out Francis Ngannou. Forget the right hand. Worry about the uppercut on the inside. Worry about the left hook. Worry about the jab. I mean, jab could knock him spark out. I mean, that's the reality. But if he gets hit by anything, it's over. It's just how it's going to be over. You know, you're going to get him clean, or you're going to, beat him up to a position where the ref's just going to have to jump in. But listen, if it goes 4, 5, 6 rounds, listen, good luck to him. Like I say, he's not, he's done the camps, he's done the spars. It's not like this is a guy who's never fought before. He's just well out of his depth. And to be honest, you see a few people say, we see that every week on fight cards. Do you know what I mean? This is obviously at an extreme level.
Angelo and Josh break down this matchup with the precision of analysts who truly understand boxing hierarchies. They make it clear, Jake Paul is not on the same level as Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder. These men operate in a league where a single perfectly timed punch can end a fight instantly. Their power isn't just hype, it's forged from years of elite training and natural heavyweight strength that smaller fighters simply cannot replicate. While Jake might have courage, Angelo and Josh stress that bravery is not a skill. It cannot substitute for experience or technique. Jake has never faced an opponent capable of delivering punishing combinations with both brutal force and refined precision. Even his past callouts of Wilder reveal a lack of understanding of what elite heavyweights demand. Facing Joshua isn't about confidence. It's about surviving blows that carry the weight of real championship boxing, a challenge that tests both body and mind to the absolute limit.
Don't think that he can compete at the highest level. And I don't think he beat the top 5, top 6 guys. But that in that weight class is where he'd be at, like say 180, 188 or 189, somewhere around there is where he'd probably compete. There's not a lot of talent there though, so he might be pretty good in those weight classes. Him competing in the heavyweight division against like Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua or anybody else, no, he gets annihilated. I'm very surprised he signed this fight.
I was shocked he signed this fight. I texted my buddy Bo because Bo follows boxing really well, and I texted him. I was like, dude, we might see a death. And he said the same thing. He's like, I cannot believe he agreed to this. But the numbers that are, nobody knows the true payouts. They're saying it's around $200 million that they're splitting evenly. So they're getting about $100 million each. He said that it was $267 million. So I don't know who you believe or don't believe. Or it could be they're splitting 200 and the 67 delta, they had to pay DAZN because Anthony Joshua has a contract with DAZN. And this fight's going to be on Netflix, DAZN. So So they, which makes how the hell
Please stop putting Daz in, okay?
DAZN.
That's like Saint Benoit, okay?
Where's the O in Dazon?
It's
Shawn Jones watches the face-off and immediately notices the shift in energy as Jake tries to stare down Anthony Joshua. Jake projects toughness, but the second Joshua steps closer, the arena feels the weight of real championship experience. Jones points out that intimidation rarely works against a fighter who has faced massive crowds and elite opponents. Joshua thrives when he fights in the moment, letting the rhythm flow naturally without forcing outcomes. Analysts like Chel Sonnen, Fraser Clark, and Darren Barker break down every nuance. Jake glances away, shifts posture, and shows the psychological weight of standing in front of a true heavyweight. Every punch Joshua throws carries real consequences, and every movement is steeped in skill and power. Even with improved boxing skills and a strong brand, Jake faces limits that no hype can erase. This is not a game. Joshua is a two-time unified heavyweight champion in his prime. The fight demands respect, precision, and reality. For Jake, survival is the only benchmark. Don't miss a second of this epic showdown. Subscribe now, hit the notification bell, like, and share this video to stay ahead of every fight update, insider analysis, and breakdown. The action is just getting started. Be part of it.